Okay, I just want to start recording for my fellow instructors in Sarasota County, and it actually applies to anybody. How I'm using Fusion 360 and the associated products with that. I got my webcam here. I'm using OBS Screencast to record this, which will be saved as an MP4 file. When I was in virtual, I would upload like lectures like this into my Google Drive, and we would do a share link, and that would be how you would view the video. And some of the better ones I would upload to my YouTube channel. So, but I have them saved, and some I edit, some I don't. But anyway, here's my Fusion right here. And we got the data panels up here. This is where you're going to store your files. Fusion has now gone to Teams. It used to be single user, and I've been told that single user will be going away. So if you have anything in single user, you need to move it up to here. And it's an easy process. I forget how. I think you got to do it in the web, but. Alright, so you can give your team a name. You could be a team of one, but you can invite people into your team, and you can isolate them to look or just see things or be able to edit them. So they used to have team hubs, and I think the team hubs went away, and so it just wanted to be all team. I think a lot of it had to do with in companies in order to protect files. So people weren't able to share files that weren't meant to be shared. So, okay. So I have a lot of different files here. So I've up here, these are going to be this is some of my class from last year. So I made some folders. And as they made projects, they put them in the folder. And we had to have some kind of system of letting me know when it was in there, and I believe actually I have it set up so I get a notification that somebody put something in the folder. So I would consider it not the place where you want to store all your material from the student's point of view, and the same with me. It would be something you could share. So if I was in my this is like my folder I was working out of, and I was assigned this project, and this was the one I wanted to turn in. You could copy from here, and when this will pop up, and you just pick where you want it to end up. All right. Here's some other things I'm going to show you while I'm in the data panel. So the beauty of this is you don't need these anymore. You don't need any USBs. File storage is a thing of the past. All right, so here you have the three things I use is move or copy or rename. You can rename. I'll tell you that every time you need to rename something, you got to give it a few seconds to lock in. I'm sure you'll get that. And I use this share public link right here. This is the first way we use how to share a file with each other. So if I had this file right here, it's not even active right now. It's not active up here. And to say this is the one I wanted to share with you. So as a teacher, I want them to share that with me. This would pop up. And you got to have this one checked and this one checked. It says share the latest version with anyone with this link. Allow item to be downloaded. And then you can add this additional one, require a password. We haven't been doing that, but once you copy this here, you just hit copy, and you would email that to me, or whatever method you're using to have a team. We were using Google Classroom, so if I was in Google Classroom here, this is my Google class, and we're in this Fusion 360 class. This was the classwork, and I gave out assignments like this one here, Titan 1M project. Lesson plan, view material. What the heck is it here? Let me jump ahead to one I know has definitely got stuff in it. Right here. This has actually got the PDF of the blueprints, so they need to make the model based on the blueprints. Then, and they need to follow the videos. They need to use this list of tools. This is the list of tools they're going to use when they get to the CAM section. And then when they're done, these early ones, I wanted them to share that with me. So here it is, lesson plan. I don't think this one's up to date. So I'd have them share the file with me. So when it was an assignment, like, let me pick one of these other ones. Machining B2, classwork, grades. I can look in here under grades. Right here, Titan 1M Fusion, grades, done late. So here they could, if they were in here, they would send the file to me. I would review it. So they'd be sending me this URL. And once I have this, I can open it up in my Fusion rather than like me standing over them at a table, like one of the machines over here, and try to look at their drawing while they're sitting there, or maybe I got to move their mouse. I can use my machine, which I am proficient, and I got my muscle memory, and they're at their machine, so it's a much better way. So the first thing I would do is I would go in here, like this is what I was working on. I was using this for a lecture on having two vices set up in a machine, and I'm actually going to put in a table underneath to make it even better demonstration. All right, so let's say this is the project they turned in, this one here, and this is the design section right here. I can shut that down, and I would go up here and do inspection, like measure from here to there. And I can see that it's 500 deep, and I can refer to the blueprint and say, yep, that's correct. So I could do a quick inspection. I could do a visual and then inspect some things. So what I would then do is turn on this share launch screencast recorder right here. I'm going to click on that. It says begin another recording. All right. Turn the microphone on. So this one, you got to have the microphone on. I just put this in my school one, so some reason it's not getting it. Okay, I got it now set up. The recording, the microphone. You want the microphone, and I can see right here the levels are going up, so it's capturing it. And right here it says capture keyboard events, and do you want the mouse to be? So when you're using Screencast, you don't get the little picture, it's just recording only. So once I hit the record button, and the dimensions of target window don't matter, yeah, I could just say, yep, okay, ignore. So right now it's recording the active product, which is actually my OBS here. So I want it to be this. So I clicked on this one, and now the red lines are around the Fusion 360. It'll actually record other than Fusion 360 stuff. So anyway, so now I start like talking and saying like, okay, like 5 or 10 minutes. I've inspected your part. Everything looks really good. I like the details. I like the chamfering that you did here. Looks like all the radiuses are correct. And but I see that, yeah, the holes are not through. That's what we wanted. We wanted no through holes. I might look at some, let's see, where's my wireframe views, or I'd have to get the translucent views so I can get some internal looks at, but any which way you want to critique their project. We would go, we're doing manufacturing, so the first project I have them send to design only. Then I have them do the manufacturing and have them send me that one. So this one would be, this is all the setups, all the tools that are used following the video. And from here I can do a simulation. and I would turn the material on, and I can hit play. So this cuts the top, and I can just talk my way right through it. So okay, this is making the top surface, and this is going to rough the outside, rough the material down. Notice that if I even pause this, I can talk about the boundaries of the material. That seemed to go away, but how we're leaving a little bit of distance there, because we're going to save that for the finishing. So this is all roughing out this pocket here using this particular adaptive strategy. And why do we use these certain settings? This is how we got in with the spiraling. And now this is going to be the finishing cuts. And you'll have to finish the floor and the walls. So that all looks pretty good. We got to do the outside. That's all done. And now we're going to do some chamfering over here. Remove all the sharp corners, make it per print. And now we're going to spot drill the holes, which is a prep operation for drilling. And this is going to be peck drilling. Notice it's going up and down, peck drilling. I can shut the tool paths off and just look at tool and material only. And then I have this set up so it's color coded, so every operation has its own color. And these are going to make the threads. Done. Then we'll talk about like why did we have oversized material? And that would go back to the vise here. So the vise here is set up, and we're going to put that in this notch here. And that we're going to machine all the way around it without touching where we cut it from. And then we're going to move it over to this vise, and we're going to flip it over 180 degrees and machine the opposite side. All right, let me keep that on. So after I'm done with my critique here, it's only 3 minutes, I could just hit stop, right? Now, this is ready to be, this is the next screen you're going to have. Now notice that this is all my recording, so I can tell I got a good recording. I can discard the recording, edit it, or save and upload. So I'm going to save and upload. And here you got to give it a title, like STC County Screencast demo, right? Not really that important. I usually use only people with this link, but if you put anyone on there, that means it'll be in the Autodesk University forum, so it would help other people maybe. And here I can put Screencast, something there. English language, include audio, beginner level, and just pick a category like 3D modeling. And I'm going to hit upload. Upload. Right now you'll see a green bar go across here. Once that stops uploading, I go right in and copy the link. So if I'm using like Microsoft Teams or the Google Classroom, I will send back the link, which is a link to their video of me talking to them. So if I was back here and I was running it in there, now I'm logged in as a teacher right now, so I can send that back to them. Up here, actually, you can manage Screencast. So while this is uploading, and it'll actually give you an email that your Screencast has been uploaded. This is my library. Now I have 11 pages. I don't know how much storage there is in this thing, but I haven't maxed it out yet. So, like right. This one was a question I had on a problem I had with the tool library, so I sent it out as a general forum, but it was much easier to show it as a video with me talking than to talk about it and typing it down. So this one here would be, let's see, let me go to the next class here and see if we can find a student. This one here, 3M Ryan. So he turns this in, and when he clicks on his URL, he's going to get this video. Okay, Ryan, I got your Titan 3M here. I'll just go real quick to the design. Sketch is actually a little slow for a minute. Let me rewind this thing. Okay, Ryan, I got your Titan 3M here. I'll just go which I can do full real screen. Quick to the design. Sketch is actually while it's catching up. So this is the fusion timeline. So if you roll this back, it'll go back in time or whatever you made at that time. This is going to be on the screencast, your mouse button, and this is pretty much going to be their view with your voice. Yeah, so I think we just got a little slow internet here. But anyway, all this stuff is stored and they can review it. And I also did demonstrations like this one here. So I can make a lecture out of something. Okay, I wanted to do something I learned today from Jason and John at Autodesk. Trying to do what we call a 2-bice job. Alright, so I just go through this and I can talk about different settings I'm using. These can be like, you can spell things out, but you never can cover all of it. But if they go through the video and go, alright, I got this far, I'm missing something. What am I missing here? So this is the whole, it's about 5 minutes long. Right, this is just a lecture I would have. So I would assign it to, Tuesday morning at 9. I want you to watch this lecture. And some of them I might even add on a quiz based on the video. So where am I at here? So I just wanted to give you a quick, we got Screencast, we got Share Link, or you can be in here. Well, actually right there it just said, a little thing came up that says Screencast uploaded. Yeah. So if I go back into here, I manage screencasts. It may be in this list already. Not yet. This is one I was playing around with earlier. And this is one I sent to a friend of mine in Australia. So what settings I've been using. And he sent me an engine, so we were able to share files that way. He actually sent me the whole file. That's what I did that for. I said, no, you don't have to send me the whole file, which is really big. You just got to send me the share link, and then I can get it from the cloud. So I used to do cloud storage with Dropbox when I was with a company, or OneDrive. I have a lot of stuff stored on OneDrive now, and I'm working on stuff at home. I use Mastercam also, or I'm working on it here. So either one, I'm working on the updated version. I don't have to, I used to go around with USBs and portable hard drives. I'm trying to get away from that. And at some point I'll probably have to clean up some of these. So some of these students that will be gone, I'll just clean up some of these videos later, just to give more space. So this is an all-in-one product that's really powerful product. I think it's very good. I can't say enough good things about it. The Screencast has really opened up a lot of doors. I think hybrid learning, where they can learn all the technical stuff, whether it's in this classroom doing their training on a computer online in here, or at home as homework with a video content package to it, like I like to call it YouTube learning, is really good. So, and that's about all I can say about that. So you got Screencast, sharing of the files, whether do it through ShareLink or do it through a team concept, and you don't need USBs anymore, and now you can also use it for lecture capability. So, all right, thanks, and I'll talk to you guys soon.